Hello everyone, we're here with Teylor Otvell, the creator of Laravel at Laracon 7, right?
7.
Laracon 7. How you doing, Teylor?
Good, doing good. Busy, but hanging in there.
Yeah. So, Laravel 6 is about to come out in August. So, what has it been, from your perspective as a creator and developer, what does it feel like and what has it been like to go from, the inception of Laravel to Laravel 6?
I never expected it to be this big. When I first started building Laravel, I was just working in my little apartment, hacking around at night from like 9 p.m. to midnight every night, working on Laravel. I never really thought we'd have like a Laracon at all. I never thought a lot of people would use Laravel, so it's crazy to me, like, in New York and Times Square, all these people using Laravel, so I'm just really thankful, everyone likes it and is benefiting from it, but it's been a crazy ride for sure.
So you said you were in your apartment and you're working, late nights from 9 to midnight. What incepted Laravel into your mind?
So I just had business ideas, I just always wanted to start my own business, do entrepreneurial type stuff, and I needed a good way to build stuff, a fast way to build stuff, and so I just started kind of building my own platform for building these ideas really quickly. And once I had it built, I was like, maybe I should share this with the world and put it out there, and maybe other people would like it. I documented it and put it out there, and people slowly started using it and started getting traction.
Okay. And how did you come up with the name Laravel?
It's pretty crazy. I was really racking my brain for different names or trying to come up with something that has some deep meaning. But then I was like, maybe I can just think of words that sound cool, sounded pretty smooth. And so Laravel just sounded like kind of luxury or kind of classy or something. So I went with Laravel. It doesn't really have any big meaning or spiritual story behind it or anything, but that's just what I want to do.
Awesome. So, what is your projections for Laravel in the next 5 years? What would you like to see?
Oh man, that's tough because I didn't even know if Laravel would last this long, because this is 8 years old now. So in the next 5 years, I feel like Laravel is pretty stable, so hopefully just flesh out the ecosystem with maybe more open source packages. Probably the next couple of years, focus on open source. I feel like we've got a good business around it where I can support a couple people helping me, and now we can really pour into packages, the ecosystem, stuff like Horizon, Telescope, stuff like that, because I feel like the core of the framework is pretty mature, it's pretty good, but we can add on these other pieces that people can pull in, optional pieces if they want to. That are open source and can kind of enhance the experience, so to speak.
Okay. Speaking of the ecosystem, do you have a particular favorite project that you worked on outside of the core Laravel, like Forge or Horizon?
So for me, I really like Laravel Echo. I think that's really one of my favorite Laravel side project that I built, just so you can have real-time updates on your app through WebSockets and stuff. So I always thought that was really cool. I like Laravel Horizon a lot. I think that was really neat. Lately Laravel Vapor is kind of my new favorite thing. So that's what's hot on my mind. So right now that's kind of my favorite. Besides that, probably Laravel Echo, my next favorite.
Okay. Now this part is a little less of the PHP side, but I've been a big WebAssembly advocate for the last few years, and I know that Homestead has Go inside of it, and I've been using a lot of Go to do my WebAssembly modules. What do you feel is the future for WebAssembly in regards to the Laravel ecosystem and Vue.js?
Man, you're gonna have to educate me. I don't know anything about WebAssembly, but you'd have to teach me about that, because I haven't been in that world yet. I haven't touched it.
Oh, okay. Well, we definitely need to have a conversation. I'd like to show you some of the stuff that I've been doing. Definitely need to go Laravel side. Speaking of Vue, why did you choose to package with Vue instead of React?
So for me at the time, 3 or 4 years ago, I was not a very good JavaScript developer. I was not a professional JavaScript expert. And so Vue to me felt very accessible for a newcomer. It had good documentation, felt like we strive to do with Laravel. I didn't really need any other tooling. I could just pull Vue off the scene and start right there in my HTML, just kind of hacking around basic Vue stuff. And so for me, as someone that's not kind of a JavaScript dummy, so to speak, back then, it was really easy for me to get started. So I think it gave me some confidence, some momentum to kind of keep rolling with it. I think, you know, all the popular frameworks like React and Vue, they're obviously built by like the best JavaScript developers around. So I think they're all pretty sweet. And now that I know a little more JavaScript, I can really appreciate like other frameworks like React and I understand them a bit more. But Vue for me was just really accessible at the beginning.
Yeah, well, you're the reason why I basically got my JavaScript game up, because I was like, you know, it was already packaged in. I was doing monoliths, and I switched over to microservice APIs and stuff, and I was like, you know what, it's already built in. Let me go ahead and start doing it. So I particularly had started Laravel around Laravel 4.2. This was, right before I moved out to California, and I'd actually used Laravel at Apple. I've used Laravel at Sephora, and I've used Laravel at more places than I can count. Usually, place where I go in, I'm like, if you're using PHP, I'm like, hey, let's use Laravel. So from 4.2 to now, it's been a lot of changes. When you're enhancing Laravel, like, what are you looking at? Like, are you looking at like the trends in the industry at the time? What prioritizes your development?
So it's a little bit of looking at the trends, but a lot of it is like as I build something like forge it onto whatever paper, and I just notice things like, oh, this is really annoying. Like every day I'm working with the framework and stuff is like, this could be better, this could be easier. And so a lot of it's driven by just like my own experience using the framework. So it's like even building paper, I've had a couple of like annoying things like that I wanted to be able to fix, so I fix those things. And then some of it is like the serverless and stuff like that, and just kind of looking at like industry trends, what are other people interested in, stuff like that. So it's a mix of both like my own needs and then feedback I'm getting from just like the industry on Twitter, on conferences, stuff like that. So what people are interested in.
Nice. Okay. All right, and to wrap this up, do you have any words for any new developers, new PHP developers, new Laravel developers who are looking at Laravel and trying to make that decision to jump into it?
Yeah, if you're new to PHP in general, we're trying to make Laravel a great starting point for getting into PHP development. I think what's really cool about Laravel and other stuff like Vue is it kind of grows with you. So if you're a beginner, you can just go in the routes file. You can make a few routes really quickly and kind of get some momentum going. But then once you get more advanced, there's advanced features, testing, dependency injection, all that good stuff is in the framework. So it really grows with you. Like as you evolve as a developer, I feel like I want the framework to evolve with you. So just like press into it, and I think, with all the learning materials out there, it's getting easier to get into this kind of stuff. So, keep working at it and build cool stuff,
Awesome. Well, everyone, once again, this is Teylor Otvell, the creator of Laravel. And if you've watched my channel, all I do is Laravel. So having a fanboy moment. Thank you, Teylor. I appreciate your time and look forward to the next LaraCon.
Yeah, thanks.